All right, welcome. And it's time for the fun. That's where we left off. Our brave heroes having rescued their quarry from the tombs have returned and found themselves, due to the rescue effort, disrupting a ritual that was meant to take the secrets from someone's head and put them directly to the Whispered One themselves, thus disrupting this ritual. They were thrown into the Shadowfell, into the city of Evernight. Dealing with a vampire there and buying various severed body parts, they found information that meant that they could go to Dulindar's tomb, a family that maybe protected such a rift. And approaching that, it seemed that they caught the attention of two vampires that were looking for a quick snack. Baring their teeth and letting them know as such, we had our combat ensue. So, pulling up here. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, Siora, what would you like to do?
Okay. Where am I? Oh, I am right there. So, that one right there next to me, I'm gonna swing at it with my short sword. All right. With an 11. Matt, does an 11 hit? Oh, I think he locked up again.
Yeah, you look. Oh, there he goes.
There he
All
is.
right, sorry about that.
That's okay. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay, so I'm going to try again.
All right. Preternatural strength. They grab the projectile.
18.
18. This one gets right on their elbow into their chest.
All right, so that is 9, and using the nick action, I'm going to swing at him with my dagger.
All right. Remind me if that is magical or not.
It is not. I don't have any magical weapons at the moment. Okay. Uh, 21 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be for an additional 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Sounds good. Fire, tell us what's up.
So I suppose, like, you see on the ground there was this pile of bones that you probably just dismissed as being there, and then it started moving and piecing itself together, like forming into like a skeleton. And you hear a voice, "Hey, don't step on that. That's rude." But oh, you're these. Who are you? Why are you here? And why are you stepping on my bones?
Trying not to die.
Oh, that's valid, though I think I'm already dead. But they seem
Right. Well, we're not.
fair. So she is going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at both of the vampires you see because they are more dead than the people next to her, I guess.
Love that. Fair. Hurrah! Very cool.
So that's a DC 16 intelligence save.
Nice. 12.
They fail. They take 17 psychic damage,
Ooh, they scream.
and they can take action, bonus action, or movement on their turn.
Okay. Very good.
That's it for her.
Zill.
Zill spares a glance back at the animated pile of bones, decides he will kill that later. Vampires are first. And so he immediately throw himself into a rage and begin attacking the vampire spawn in front of him recklessly. Simultaneously across the telepathic bond, he's asking Nizan if they make their stand here or try to retreat. While he's waiting a response, that first hit is going to be a 19
All right, and this is against A, I assume there.
against A, yes.
Very good. 19 hits.
Okay, that is good. 16 points of magical slashing, and Zib will attempt the topple maneuver, which is a DC 15 con save.
Very nice. 6.
Nice. So they are now prone. It's a big overhand swing, and then Zill is going to make 2 follow-up attacks with advantage now that they're prone.
Indeed.
Another 19 to hit.
Ooh.
That is only 8 magical slashing, and then this is the final attack. He winds up almost a crit. 26 to hit,
Nice.
and that is an additional 12 points of magical slashing. And then he will hold position against Vampire Spawn A, and that's my turn.
All right, they are bloodied as they will stand up. Actually, that's true. I guess they will. Would they stand up? That's the question. Because they are mind whipped.
My first attack, Matt, was reckless. So
Okay,
Zill's a little off balance.
fair enough. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and reach out with their claw, trying to grab your shin there for a 17 to hit.
17 hits, my AC is 15.
Okay. And then they will grab, so you are grappled, and they're trying to sink their teeth right in. Only for an 11. So,
Oh, 11 will not hit.
yeah, you flex that shin. And they can't get through your rippling muscle. And then against Siora. Go ahead and strike. Taking their claws only for a 9 to hit, and then a 16.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm gonna choose to do damage here for 7 slashing damage. Then there's on.
Zan will answer telepathically to Zill. I think we fight them out here, and then we'll do Mind Sliver on the vampire spawn that got Zill.
Nice.
Intelligence 15 save.
Okay. 11.
2d6 psychic damage for 8. And they subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
Very nice.
And that is my turn.
Sounds good. And okay. Then Tyndall.
Um. where's the
That vote of
duration?
confidence.
Just trying to decide whether I want to do Spirit Guardians or whether I want to try and turn undead. We're gonna throw out a Spirit Guardians. That's what you're gonna see. So that's a DC 14 Wisdom save from both of them.
Okay. So A there is for 5, and the other one's for 2.
Cool. That is. I forgot to roll the damage. That is 14 radiant damage.
Nice. So what's this look like?
So as Tyndall holds up his holy symbol, you see a stream of white runic symbols start floating through the air, and just start battering these two creatures that have not been designated as allies. Sorry, just rereading it to make sure I don't forget the other. Yeah, so it is half speed while they're within 15 feet. Okay. Yeah, and it just starts bombarding these creatures. Dealing 14 radiant damage and slowing them as they continue. That is my turn.
Okay. Very cool. And then go up to the next here. Siora.
Okay, swinging at the one in front of me again.
Can my Quasi give her advantage, Matt? I forgot to ask last round.
Yes.
All right. 23.
23 hits.
Okay. For 6 piercing, using the Nick action. Gonna swing at it with the dagger.
You had advantage. Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh, right. So that's 5 for that.
Evan, that's exactly why I knew to give advantage with my Quasit, because I remembered that she had sneak attacks, certainly.
Okay, and then 17 to hit with the dagger.
That hits.
Okay. That's an additional 4.
Okay.
And then second attack. Ooh, for a natural 20.
Oh, very nice.
So that's an additional 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And unfortunately, none of it's magical.
Yeah, stabbing left and right, realizing the lack of organs that matter are making so your damage isn't done the bleeding, which you're used to trying to cut vital veins, but you're doing some damage, making the body harder to move around, but it's definitely a slower chopping process. Then we'll go to Skelly.
Scully will look at the one next to Siora, I guess, and firebolt it.
Nice.
22 to hit
22 hits.
for 11 fire damage.
Okay. This is down to B.
Yep.
Very nice. It is a fur. and screams. Is bloodied. Anything else?
Nope, that's for her.
All right. Then Zill.
Zill is going to make 2 of his magical battle axe attacks as per usual. First one is a 21 to hit.
Nice.
That is 15 points of magical slashing. Second one is a 21 to hit.
All right, that first one cuts them in twain.
Oh, amazing. All right. After he cuts it in 2, he's going to sprint over towards second vampire spawn and I guess make that attack. You want me to re-roll, Matt? Just for
No, I'm okay with it.
fidelity's sake.
No, you're fine. It's the same type of creature.
Oh, right. So that would be 14 points of magical slashing.
Nice.
And Zill is going to mutter under his breath that they were foolish to think we were easy prey. And that's my turn.
Very good. All right. So, very upset, realizing it's in a fight for its life. It will claw at Zill for 12. And then claw again for an 8. Unable to get through your skin as you roar and admonish it as it is in shame. Nazan.
At the end of the turn, it needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, indeed. That's 16.
That'll save, so it takes half of 14, so 7.
Nice.
Dazan is going to firebolt it. 26
That hits.
for 5.
Nice. Oh, they scream, holding their chest. Burnt Tyndall.
Tyndall would like to walk off to the side and walk back in to bring it back inside of the radius and make it do another wisdom save.
Indeed. 19.
That'll save. Ooh, that's a crappy roll. So half of 7 for 2. Or 3.
3 is half of 7, yes.
Zill has a moment of panic when he thinks that Tyndall is abandoning them.
That's my turn.
You have an action.
Oh, I
A
do have
bonus
an
action for that matter.
I will attempt. We'll see how its dexterity is. I will attempt a sacred flame.
You got it. That's 19.
Yeah, it saves.
Leaps up. Then, what do we got Messacina doing?
Messacina is encouraging Siora to give advantage.
Nice.
I don't think I can actually attack with her. I don't have like the.
Right. Got it. Siora.
All right, swinging at him again. For an 18.
That hits.
For 4. With the sneak attack, an additional 4. Using the nicked action. Swinging at him again. Ooh, for a natural 20.
Nice.
For an additional 4 points of damage. And second
I'm
attack.
seeing a 7.
Well, so I wasn't sure when I was using the nicked action if I actually get the modifier for it.
Okay, right. Makes sense. So 4, 2. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, so second attack
Nice.
with the short sword. Whoops. For a 21 to hit.
That hits.
and that's an additional 6 points of damage.
All right. With that, how do you want to kill it?
I'm stabbing him through the eye.
Nice. Ha! Very good. With that, it falls screaming. It was just a snack. As you find yourself outside the Dalendar tomb in Evernight.
Oh, well met, friend.
Well, hello there, friend. You aren't from around here.
No, we're not. We're trying to get home, to be honest.
Where is home?
The material plane?
That sounds fun. Can you bring me with you?
That
Oh, help.
could be interesting.
Awesome.
They might
Then it's with you.
have a problem with they might have a problem with it when we get you back, but
Oh, they don't like people who look like me?
not especially, no.
Okay. That's fine. I can disguise myself and whatnot.
Now,
But
in
their
that
fears
case-
may be allayed if we were to convince them of your altruism, perhaps as a gesture of faith. Might go quite a way to quell their fears.
A gesture of faith. Faith to whom?
Oh, well, it's funny that you should ask. And Zill's going to pull out a holy symbol of the Lux and present it. It strikes me that you are one who has died and risen, and typically that is in direct opposition to the teachings of the Luxon, necromancy such as its word. But you have aided champions of the Kreen dynasty in their heroic quest. So I'm sure an exception could be made for you. And he's going to hold out the holy symbol.
While Zale is proselytizing, Tyndall's looking at the door, trying to figure out if it needs to be opened or. And he'll turn as he starts to figure it out. Look, I'd love to stay in chat. We're short on resources and my magical energy is limited. I'd like to get as much use out of this as I can before I have to drop it. So I suggest we keep moving.
Alright.
We should probably do that, yes. And she'll push away the symbol of the Lux. It's not as pretty as the ones people I usually see have, so I'm not sure about that. Not just yet.
I'm gonna hand her one of the wool cloaks that I have and one of the wide brim hats.
Oh,
Here, try these on. This should help disguise you.
oh, thank you. You're so kind.
Zill kind of looks crestfallen, but he thinks he'll have further opportunities to convert, so he'll bundle in after them.
I'm Nizan, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I don't have a name just yet. I didn't have enough time to, you just woke me up from what's supposed to be eternal slumber, so I'm not sure about that. You can just call me Skelly, I guess.
Oh, okay. Skelly until you decide on a name.
Nice to meet you, Skelly. I'm Siora.
My name is Zill of Dendir, but most importantly, I am a follower of the Luxon, the First Radiance, which gifts us all with the opportunity to live on, similar to your current situation. It's no mere accident that our paths should cross.
Are you a devotee to a cult? I'm sorry, I realize people don't like hearing that, but it sounds a lot like. Sorry.
Oh no, we're not like a cult at all. We have a queen, and we control government and the military and everything.
A powerful. Sorry. So downstairs, you said?
Yes.
All right. The door opens. You see in and around the tomb here, everything is very well maintained, swept and weeded. Beautiful landscaping. And you see immediately within, after you get to the stone door that's engraved the word Dalindar, you can see a steep spiral staircase that leads downward. Sounds like we're headed down.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, that is the direction you go. Not a reveal map. So, as you come down, you can see that upright slabs are set into the walls of this large burial chamber. Each slab is carved with the faded likeness of a different robed human above indecipherable writing. One of these slabs is blank with a piece of paper stuck to it.
How far into the chamber is the one that's blank?
Just about maybe 15 feet.
So like the third row of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it look like there's writing on the paper?
Indeed.
Okay. Tyndall will move to investigate.
Okay. Look in and you can see the paper as you do get closer. And it's scrawled in somewhat nice handwriting, Numi's home. And as you come out, a spectral figure pops out wielding a feather duster. Her elven ears back, and she kind of smiles. And goes, "Oh, looks like we have guests. You trucked mud right in. Oh my gosh!" And flies directly through you as you feel a shiver of cold and despair, and begins to dust up your rather rude mud prints in blood from outside. So he goes, "Oh my gosh!" Picks up, begins wiping. "Hello."
Well, the first thing I should mention is she probably took damage as I walked within range of her. Because Spirit Guardians is still out.
Okay. Goes, "Ah!" He's like, "Oh my, are you here to fight? Is that what you're here? To raid the tomb?
No, we're here to find a way home.
Then turn that off."
Fine, and he'll drop it.
Come in here and burning me with angels. Rude.
We apologize for that and the mess. I'm Nazan.
Oh, Numi. Please
Nice
make
meeting
your acquaintance.
you.
I don't get to say hi to too many people. Even the undead don't come down here enough.
It's curious.
Oh, hi, Skelly.
Oh, hi.
So glad you came back. Hadn't seen you in a century.
Oh, was I here before? I don't quite remember that.
Oh, that's right. No brain to yeah. I mean, so pleased to meet you. Make yourself at home. But yes, you were saying?
We're trying to find a way home.
Oh, and you came to a crypt. Like, are you looking to pass over to the other side and die here? Is that the home to you?
No, we were told there might be some sort of portal to get us back home.
A portal. Huh. I don't know anything about that, but deeper in the tomb, there are all some puzzle buttons that I don't know how they work, but they might lead to something special.
Oh, well, that might be what we're looking for. Where are they?
Oh, they're over towards the end of the hall. I don't go there anymore. The Dalandars buried there aren't resting right. They scare me. Haven't been that way in years.
Zahn? Tyndall? What do you think?
What do you mean by they aren't resting right? Like, they're behaving oddly, or they're...
Well, I mean, usually when you rest, you don't move. You certainly don't try to tear your maid to shreds.
Oh. Well, that is not normal for rest. They've given no indication why they might be upset.
I know, they didn't talk much. Weren't chatty. I know they never did like it here, but, I mean, come on, you could die, right? For goodness sakes.
How did they die?
Well, I mean, Dalandars have been dying here forever, so from all different types of things.
Oh, is it the whole family? Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it just
resting
boils down
well?
to all the crypts here. No, these ones over here, they're all good. It's just one's down there, cranky.
And the ones down there, how did they die?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just the help. I was hired, given several lifetimes of wages up front to keep the tomb clean, and shortly after it was built, way more years than I can remember. And now when I died, I came here as a ghost to fulfill the contract. So the memories don't transfer all the way, so I don't remember everything.
Do you remember anything about the Dalandars and its family? Are they nobles? Royals?
Yes, I know there was something very rich, you can see by what they built, and I mean enough to pay me. Like I said, I lived quite well, and then I just have to be down here. But I don't. As far as that, I remember them wanting to leave Everlight really badly, but for some reason they couldn't leave here. But they were kind of, I guess, reluctant nobles. Kept their stuff and made sure they were in power, as long as they had to be here.
Can I insight check to see if she's holding stuff back?
Sure.
25.
25. She seems pretty straightforward. She does look. Well, everything's clean. Oh, all of you look like a mess. And she begins cleaning off the various blood that you have on you and dirt. Don't track it in the cleaned tomb.
Well, thank you for cleaning me off. It wasn't my intention to truck blood all over the place. We were ambushed on our way in.
Oh, we should really pay attention better.
Well, there's a reason we killed them outside instead of in here.
I suppose that's true. I will give you credit for that.
Anyone else have anything that they need to ask?
Do you recall how long they haven't been sleeping, right?
For years. At least. I guess my time is a bit fuzzy, but yeah, I know it's been a few years. So I just take care of now this section and, of course, the outside. Nothing everyone would like to do.
Is this room sealed, Matt? Like, are these doors to the north and south both closed?
I mean, the doors are closed, yeah. I can definitely go through them, as she's indicated.
I think Zill's going to whisper to Mesticina, who will transform into a bat and then go invisible. And he'll like crack the door open to the north and direct her through. Unless someone else wants to do something.
Nope, that sounds like a good idea.
So we'll do a quick survey of the tombs and look at the names, see if any of them stand out, if there's any that have like monikers or...
Yeah, all of it is unintelligible. Like they've
Oh,
been
okay.
worn away with time.
Okay. Well, that he will note that and wait for word on what Mrs. is doing.
Okay. Okay. Massacina invisibly flies through up some stairs. Well, down, really. Finds 2 stone coffins in the room that have been broken open, littering the floor with rubble and dust. And a creature with too many arms and spikes in places of hands taps at the room's walls.
Well, I don't like that. Let's try the south.
Very good. Sorry, just 1 sec. We'll go there and then. Just wanted to go ahead and let you see this fella.
Yay!
Then headed to the south here. grind the door open. And you see a vault that contains 6 pedestals, each bearing treasure.
Zill's relating everything that Messina sees in like a stream of consciousness, but he'll grow a little more animated at mention of the treasure and kind of lean into Siora conspiratorially. Not because she's prone to theft, just because she'd appreciate the craftsmanship.
What would you like to do?
Well, the path to the north is rife with monstrous horrors, and to the south with treasure. I believe that we'll be rewarded for our bravery if we are to defeat this creature into the north.
Is that what you do before you return home? You run straight into danger.
I mean, we tend to do it wherever we are.
Shouldn't we just really try to find a way out of here? Not fight unless we absolutely have to.
I mean, sure. That's another option, a way to go at it.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired and hungry.
These are points well made, although it is important for us to win sufficient glory for ourselves to earn consecution. Not all of us are as lucky as Nazan to have distinguished ourselves early in life, but there will always be demons to slay. So if we must defer for now, then I will accept.
Yeah. I think we should do that because I think we all could use a rest. And maybe some food. Zill, I know you're looking for more of those pastries.
He just stares off into the middle distance, stomach growling.
Azan, Tyndall, what say you?
Yes, I'm fine with not fighting with it. Just I also think that there's a possibility the other room will present its own challenges. So I think we should be watchful of that.
Oh,
It's
I
also
don't.
possible it won't present its own challenges.
Oh, I was thinking it probably was some sort of challenge too. I'd almost think at this point I'd rather face that challenge than the other challenge.
Okay. It's fine with me.
Tyndall?
Yeah, let's go see if we can't figure out what these treasures are and if they have any relevance to our goals here.
And Revenant, what do you wish to do? Do you have free will, or do you serve a necromancer in some distant lair?
Oh, you're talking about me? I don't think I serve anybody unless they tell me. I guess then I wouldn't be able to tell, but I don't know. Treasure sounds fun, don't you think?
You're not like the undead from the Blight Shore.
What's Blyshore?
It's probably It's something that we should discuss when we find safety.
All right.
So we go south.
Okay.
But somebody said the magic words. I'm sure. I'm sure someone said we're checking for traps. Let's roll back the tape. Who said it? Who said it?
No,
I was
make that
letting-
save.
that was the
Just kidding.
decision that was made. Matt likes to know which direction we're going.
Yeah, and then Siora will check for traps.
I feel safer already.
What do I roll in perception?
Yeah.
Oh, 27.
Okay. Looking carefully, you determine there are no traps. As you come into this room and you see all these treasures piled up. You see gold in neatly stacked piles, a magnificent helmet, a globe that seems to have a map etched on the outside of it, a beautiful necklace of almost like ivory beads that bears the inscription, "My breath is yours, Kavetta. Take it." A book bearing the title of Out of the Endless Prison. And a nice little snow globe containing a miniature replica of Ank'Harel.
I wonder if this is what we need. And I pointed out to Tyndall and Nazan. I mean, and Zill, but I figured Tyndall and Nazan will be the ones who want to study it to see if maybe it's what we need to get out of here. It's safe to come in here. Maybe not safe to touch things, but it's safe to come in here.
Is Numi still around?
Numi's not coming with you.
That's fair. Just wondering if she's still in the
She's
main
still,
treatment.
she's still on the main way.
So before Tyndall walks into the next room, he'll call to Numi. Do you know, are there protections that we need to be worried about as far as touching things? I mean, I think it's bad form to take things from tombs.
I don't remember. I haven't touched anything in hundreds of years. And she kind of looks as her hands pass through the walls.
Right. Well, then I guess it's up to us to figure that out then. Tyndall will move into the next room. I think the snow globe probably would catch Tyndall's attention first. Just because,
Well, Siora would have pointed it out to you.
yeah,
So,
because of that, and also because, you know, city of Ank'Harel seems like maybe a form of connection. Do I have anything that would detect curses? I don't know.
I'm going to use a spell slot to cast Detect Magic. and examine the objects.
All right. So you're doing detect magic, and 1 minute. Okay, sorry. So we detect magic. The snow globe is not magical. It gives off no aura. However, the thing with a map does give off a soft glow as well as a necklace.
Snow globe isn't showing any magic, but the necklace and that map thing are.
You see Eldon looking at the book and picking it up and looking through it, goes, I'll buy this off of you once we get back to Dankarel. I'd say 500 gold.
You have a
Just
present
the
to
magic book.
Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you ask, Bobby?
If he now is the book the map thing, or was this something else?
No, the book's not magical.
Okay.
And then, sorry. Skelly, you asked if there was a prison they were trying to get out of?
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. It's about escaping the prison plane itself. Kasseri. It's all about how to get out of it. Several methods are outlined.
That sounds fun.
This is amazing. It looks like you're looking at the globe there, and they go, that is an interesting artifact. I don't have need of it, but especially if you let me buy this from you. But that the map on that globe, it's the gate towns of the Outlands. Are you familiar?
Something to do with the planes, right?
Indeed.
Different planes have gate.
Think of it. The material world sits in the center of all the planes of existence. It is said that pieces of these planes are what make up the chaos and raw energy that it takes to make matter. Our very matter is made up of these energies. And they're in balance, kept by the Lords of Mechanis itself, the plane of order and law. And the Outlands are a place where all the energies pour out in a bit more of a, I guess, a different way. In a purer form, you could say. They don't get filtered. Like in the material plane, they are... and anyway, there's the towns that the pieces of these planes pour out. They make miniature versions of themselves, a little bit off of what they are truly. And then between these gates are the Outlands, a type of material plane, you could say, but governed by entirely different rules. I use the word governed very loosely.
But these treasures belong to the dead. Is it not dishonorable for us to resort to robbing this grave?
Didn't the nice lady tell you to make yourselves at home? It's not commonplace to take things from your home?
Zil blanks, he's like deep in contemplation. I'm sure that there is a teaching that would clarify this position, but I cannot recall it at the moment. I'll kind of look to the rest of the group.
I'm gonna check the pedestal with the globe for traps.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
$27.
Okay, you look, and there doesn't seem to be any traps here.
I'm gonna pick up the globe and hand it to Tyndall. Here, have a look at this.
Are you wanting me to identify it?
As you pick it up and say that, it bounds into the air, and a light emerges from it. And thusly projects the images of the Outlands onto the walls.
Well, that's remarkable. Fascinating, really.
We should probably take it.
We probably should, but
Because you never know when we might find use for it.
Okay. And you can add drift globe.
Okay.
It has a map of the gate towns carved on it.
I'm going to check the pedestal with the necklace on it for any traps.
Incidentally, the activation word is look.
Oh. So I said, here, look at this.
Yep.
Okay.
That is what happens.
Nice. So the necklace, the pedestal with the necklace for traps.
I do not see any.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to pick it up and hand it to Nizan and say, what do you think about this?
Well, if we have time, like 10 minutes, I could probably tell you. Or, I mean, how urgent is it that we know?
It's not that urgent. I just thought it was pretty and maybe it would come in useful somewhere. I'm just gonna walk over and pick up the snow globe and give it to Zill. Say, here, play with this.
Zill will be absolutely entranced.
I'm just gonna pick up the rest of it and take it with me. And say, okay, let's have Messicina check what's ahead. So I literally have just taken everything in here.
Okay, 2,200 gold pieces. The golden helmet you can mark is worth 280 gold. Then the snow globe could be worth 350 gold. You see, it's set with precious gems, gold, platinum, all used to make up the miniature Ank'Harel. Sapphire water that flows through it.
Perhaps on our way to the gates, we'll find a way to help these people rest properly, and in turn, this can be our payment for doing so.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. All right. So you're going down these stairs?
I think the plan was to send Messicina first.
Let's see it first thing.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. I lost her in the fog of war. I can't select her anymore.
You come down, and you see the door in the east wall of this otherwise empty room bears the inscription Dalindar. Above, an inscription, No world to return. Every letter of each word is set into the wall on a separate tile.
Can you say that phrase again?
Certainly. There's Dalindar, which is set in the same way the other ones are, and then no world to return.
So each one is its own tile.
Yep, each letter.
Set into the wall?
Yeah.
Or, okay. No world to return, huh?
Just want to clarify, it's N-O, correct? At K-N-O-W?
Yeah, I put it in private chat, but yes.
Oh, cool.
No.
There it is. Right in front of my face. Got it. Thanks.
Oh, I spelled Dalindar wrong. Okay. All right, anyone good at anagrams? Because that's not me. Should be Tyndall, but it's I'm not anagrams. I'm the worst.
Man, I wish Luke was here. He's great with puzzles.
Is this some sort of password we're supposed to say?
Well, I think we need to press the tiles. We suggested that there would be buttons with tiles to press. But I'm imagining there's probably some sort of order to press them.
Would you like to?
I mean, is there any hint on the wall itself, like which tiles seem to be more worn out, anything like that?
Not that you can tell, no. Are we thinking?
Yeah, doing some thinking. Wish I knew more about Delindor. In fact, do I know anything about? I probably wouldn't, even if it was the material plane. But I'll ask anything anyway. Do I know anything about the Delindor family? Is that a name I've come across ever?
No, you really wouldn't have, though. I mean, you can think of what you've thought of here. They were separated from their world, it seemed, somehow.
Zill's no longer distracted by his shiny toy. If our wits are not equal to the task, perhaps I could apply some brawn?
Because we're trying. Maybe the obvious of return to world.
I'm gonna go back and talk to Numi.
Okay. Well, hello.
Hello. Do you know where the Dolendars are from?
I believe some player known as Ankarel. I never knew of that place.
Oh. Okay. You're not from there?
Oh, me, no. I was here. Yes, a group. My people are known as the Shadowkai.
Oh. Do you know why they can't return to their world?
No, they never said anything. I mean, they weren't the, I guess, most social people, spending a lot of time alone and all those things, but,
Do you know what they did in their world?
no. It wasn't, honestly, a lot of them was just, they really, no, not many will bound their afterlife to service. I was in pretty dire straits, and so I didn't really know much about them when they gave me the contract.
Okay. Do you know were they important in their world?
They came here with a lot of wealth, a lot of gold, so there must have been something, I think.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Numi didn't know much about them. She said that they came here with a bunch of wealth, but she doesn't know what they did because she didn't meet them in that world. She only got the contract here. but she thinks they were from On Corral. Zil, what'd you do with the snow globe?
Oh, I have it still. I just
Can I see it, please?
certainly land it over.
I want to look at the snow globe, see if there's anything on there that might be of use.
All right. Peering and looking at the snow globe. You don't see anything. There's no inscription or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna shake it up.
Okay, you shake it. And you see like there's a pulse of energy that comes from it, but then nothing else.
That was weird. Zil, when you were looking at it, did you feel any pulse of energy come from it?
I don't think so.
Here, Tyndall, you shake it and see what happens.
Sure. Tyndall will shake it and see if there's some sort of pulse.
Yeah, there's a brief pulse that kind of comes from it about 5 feet around you. Boom.
Does Nazan pick it up with detect magic?
It would be magical. It just seems to be more like an energy burst. Possibly, if there was something nearby, it would activate with. But given this place and given that it's of Ankara, you wonder if it's.
So this is against this wall, right? The words.
I think we lost him for a sec.
We did.
Does anybody else know the answer? This is what we found down here, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so, yes.
So if we're looking at it, we're probably here.
That would be my guess.
So part of me thinks we should put in do not return. No. Return to world.
Yeah, do not. Oh, maybe it does.
I don't know. I wonder if there's clue in that room with the two undead things, or I don't know.
Oh, where the coffins are?
Yeah.
Go fight whatever that horrifying thing is.
We can't even be
can-
sure if there's clue. So.
Yeah.
Well, if nobody objects, I'm going to ask if I can make an intelligence check to see if there's a clue. See if
Sure.
I can figure out a clue.
Going to aid you with that. Intelligence check.
Better you than me, because my intelligence is not the strongest.
But that my dice like low numbers.
Is it higher than 10?
The modifier?
No, your intelligence.
Yes, it's higher than 10. It's an 18.
Okay, so yeah, way higher than mine. Mine's a 10.
I do recall you asking me at some point today, what's with you and the number 1?
Oh, true, I did.
We were watching last week's episode, and that's what I rolled on my damage dice, was a 1 on 2 of the dice.
There's no K, there's no H in it, so it couldn't be on Corel. Couldn't be Jewel.
What continent is on Corel on?
Marquette.
Marquette.
The wrong number as well.
What did the note say, Tyndall, that you read?
I do not remember. My brain has lost it.
Okay.
What did that say?
What note?
The one that was on the tomb.
It didn't say what's her name's home.
That's right.
And not to be too cheap about it, but I'll just say that typically these do kind of come down to just some kind of skill check. Like if there's not a clear answer, or there's a clue, but it's up here in the north room, maybe. With our monster friend.
Yeah. So potentially we get to fight the monster anyway.
Maybe I could try sending the Quasit in to look and see if there's any like inscriptions or anything. I don't know.
Hold on. This is a good chance for me to do a little counting, though. There was one more item I left off my loot list. It was like worth 200 gold. I have the snow globe, the book, the drift globe, the necklace. It was 2,200 gold pieces, right?
There's also a helm.
And a helm. That's right. Which was like, I forget what he said it was, 200 and something.
I thought it was like 280, but we could probably ask him again.
All right, where's my whiteboard? Okay.
This is also such a tiny map, isn't it? For like a little dungeon.
Makes me feel bad about what's on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I got an idea. Could try door into world.
Sure. I think any ideas are good at this point. Fire, can you sketch some art real quick of what Skelly looks like?
Let me see if I can.
Or we could try door to return. Potentially.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on here is like these are Shatterkai who came here with loads of cash. Were all broken up about not being able to go home. Was there
No, I don't
They're
think.
Shatterkai. They're from
Yeah, it sounds like they're from.
Corral.
Yeah, I think Numi is.
Was she's the
Shatterkai.
Shatterkai? Oh, okay, so
She's
these were
Shatterkai,
just folks from Ankara who came here and couldn't go
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Okay.
Got door to old land. Could try. Door to Terror Land. That sounds awesome. Love that that's an option.
Let's not go there.
Oh, door to Wonderland.
And again, not to be too metagamey, but the connection to Ankarel is a Matt special that he's serving us. So, like, I wonder if there's, I don't know, something that's more obvious to like Neverwinter associations than Ankarel. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, if this is kind of woven in from Faerun, then maybe it's a more Faerunian clue.
Could always just try it. I mean, if we fail, we gain more information about it.
And did we try and look and see if any of the tiles had evidence of being pushed already?
I kind of said that, and there was no clue
Okay.
about that.
Okay. Oh, Skelly's so cute. Look at the bow.
What plane would where we are be called.
Shadowfell.
I'm sorry, where we want to go back to.
Material plane.
Okay, that doesn't work.
It's okay. Give me plenty of time to puzzle this out so that I can actually try to pretend I'm Tyndall.
Yeah, this is very immersive and true to the experience of our characters, where Zill would have no idea what's going on and just watch you guys do homework in the corner.
All right.
Welcome back, Matt. We had all that time. Not sure we have an answer, but we had all that time to try and.
No, we definitely solved it 100%.
I like Skelly's art during that time. Yes.
Just want to check one more time since there was that time delay. Anybody object to me asking for a hint by using an intelligence check?
Not at all. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Matt, can I try and do an intelligence check for a clue?
Sure.
Since Nazan is way smarter than me. Just straight up intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 14.
14. The Dalandars must have been very lonely. And I will say, as you look at this, it seems that you think that once you press a tile here, the whole word will sink in.
Oh.
And therefore you would not be able to select a letter from that word.
Okay, well, Door to Wonderland is out. Because that would use too many letters.
Does Nazan say that out loud?
Yes.
Oh. Lonely is not the correct number of letters, but alone is.
Yep, alone, I think, works.
Since Zolindar world to return, no? No. To no return?
So if you press one letter, the whole word sinks in.
Yep.
Yeah, I say try it. What's worst that can happen?
All right. You have to give me your actions here.
Scully would totally read that and would like to step very far back as somebody try it.
Okay. Zahn will try it. It'll press the A in Dolendar.
Okay.
El-
And immediately
Ellen-
the whole word sinks in.
The L in World.
Okay.
The O in 2.
Okay, hit it. And again,
The
in.
N in O. And the E in Return.
That's a click as the wall begins to open.
Good job, Skelly.
Thank you.
On the far side of this room rests a stone coffin. Between the door and the coffin, the floor is studded with sharp metal blades. A person-shaped figure with elongated arms lurks near the coffin.
Check to see if there's any sort of switch or trigger to
Okay, how are you doing that?
asking Zill to have Messina check the walls right inside the door.
I think Messina started taking orders directly from Siora. She doesn't even bother to like check with Zill. She's just going for it.
Oh, also maybe checking the floor right in front of me, where the door is.
Okay, give me perception checks.
So 16. How many do you want?
I mean, from whoever's looking.
Oh, I got a 16.
Okay.
Zill got a natural 20
Oh, nice.
for a 21.
So, Zill, you can spot there seems to be levers way over by the coffin. That might help you here.
He will whisper that to the group, kind of flexing his grip on his battle axe.
Do you think Messina can flip them?
Zill would be all too happy to sacrifice her in the attempt. Could I do that, Matt? Could I have her try and flip the lever?
Trying to be invisible here and do this.
Yes, she does have only a 5 for strength, so it's a -3 modifier.
Okay. Okay, so she flies on over and does not appear to be strong enough to make the lever work.
Useless.
Zill. Shoot. Is it more than one lever or just one?
It's just there's 2 levers, one on each side here.
Okay. Which direction are they pulled? Are they pulled towards us or toward the wall at the back?
Toward the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna hand Zill some rope and say, Zill, do you think you can toss this on that lever?
Oh, I've managed to secure many a moorbound. There should be no great difficulty. I'm trying to lasso this lever from across the room.
So 35 feet. That's rough. Give me a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
Let's go, team.
There's info in chat.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I feel great about it. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, look at these rolls. Look at these rolls. That's gonna be a whopping 13, Matt. How's that do?
That will miss. Not even get there. And then give me a strength saving throw as this creature looks at that, snarls, and tries to grab and pull the rope away from you.
26. That's better.
Okay. You're able to retrieve the rope. Whew.
Are we just trying to pull that lever?
Well, yes, there's 2 of them, though. But if we can at least get one of them pulled, that would be helpful.
Maybe I can try something. And Scully is going to look inside the room and cast Summon Undead, and to summon an undead right next to the monster in there.
Perfect. All right. So comes up, and you can have it do a thing.
Pull one of the levers.
Okay. Pulls the lever. And alright, that will take them down on this side. They're gone. They retract. Then we're basically in initiative. Zill.
Well, that's all Zill needed. So he sees an open path. He's immediately going to launch himself across the room. I've got 40 feet of movement. Can that get me to the coffin over there?
I might be able to. Can you? I mean,
25, 30. I don't know. I said all that in passive voice. Like I can't just move my token. I think so.
That's
5,
30
10.
feet from. Yeah.
There we go.
You're too used to art department.
And I'm so used to the master hand dictating my fate. And yeah, Zill's gonna do barbarian things. He's gonna rage, and he's gonna try and hit this creature in the. Is it visible in the coffin?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna begin making reckless attacks. It's a 22 to hit.
Right. Let me get this up. Perfect. A 22 will hit.
That is 11 points of magical slashing. That's his rage bonus attack. Next attack is a 17 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
That is 9 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
And the
So
final.
you see right away, by the way, that your blades seem to be cutting through like a thick substance. And even with magical, it seems it is resistant.
Nasty. Hate that. And then that is the final attack is 16 points of magical slashing,
Nice.
and that is my whole turn.
All right. We'll go to Nazan.
I would like to firebolt it.
All right.
Zahn would like to roll a natural one for a total of 7.
Your rolls are
Raises
so
one of
cursed.
its spiky arms and just poof, bats that out of here.
I'm sorry, it's a total of 8. I'm sure that makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Tyndall.
Cool. Tyndall will step into the. That's not the right screen. Tyndall will step into the room so he can see this thing, and then he's actually I want to be on the other side. And then he's going to cast a sacred flame at it.
Got it.
DC 14 Dex,
Yes. 15.
and it does nothing.
Yep, just whew, jumps out of the way.
And that is my turn for now.
Okay. In that case, Zil and your ghoul, or your undead spirit there, I will need wisdom saving throws.
I am excellent at these, have no fear. Zill made a 14. And my buddy got. They do not have any proficiencies, so it's just straight. A 9.
Okay. And then the undead spirit?
Oh, that's mine?
No.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was checking in stat block. I forgot where to find it. Okay. 6.
See this over here.
6. Okay. So then all those involved are taking 12 psychic damage as despair begins to overtake and harm them.
Assassina vanishes, and Zill puts on a really pained expression, checking with Siora that she saw him react. He's very sad for his demon that he cares for greatly.
All right. Looking at Tyndall, who made them dodge here, they turn their arm, and there's a slightly feminine smile that crosses its face. You can see hair that is, there's like braids in her hair as she lifts one of these pointed arms, and hear bones cracking as the flesh elongates across the room as the pointed bone goes to pierce your stomach, attached to it by like a rope of flesh. 16 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Whew. And with that, it comes back right to the arm. And that takes us to Siora.
All right, I am going to use the right screen, move up into here, and pull out my longbow and shoot at it.
Okay.
For an 8.
All right. Hits its shoulder, but the bone is hard and it bounces off.
All right. Second attack. 13.
13 hits its head, but the skull is thick.
All right. And that will be my turn.
You got it. Skelly.
Skelly needs the thing to make a save against being poisoned if it can't be poisoned. I'm not sure about that. I think it's a con save.
Yeah. Very cool. That's a 16.
It just makes it. Okay, then Scully pokes her head into the room seeing this, and she is going to bonus action do her shadow transfusion. So you see different small pieces of shadow rips out from the bones and sort of converge into a little globe in her chest cavity as she regains or merges 2 spell slots back into a 4th. And as an action, she is going to cast Psychic Lance.
Nice.
The intelligence saving.
2.
They fail. So it's 29 psychic damage. And incapacitated for a round.
Good. Okay. She definitely screams. So much pain.
And then 2 attacks from the undead spirit. It's 2 from 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Then 26 to hit.
That hits.
That's plus 12 slashing damage.
Very good. Same thing. It starts to scratch. Trying to get through the resistance.
Yep, that's her turn.
All right. Zil.
Zil attributes that entire sequence to his own fearful presence. He thinks that he's intimidating this creature. And so he recklessly strikes the first time. That's only a 15 to hit.
For a miss.
He is just so impressive. He can't even hit. Second attack is a 26. Wow.
Hits.
Jeez. A whopping 8 points of magical slashing. And then recognizing that this undead spirit is not a foe, but is in fact a kind of friend, Zil is gonna step up onto the coffin. Maybe, I don't know if it's possible to give flanking, but that's what he's doing. And that's my turn.
Nazan.
Nazan is going to try and do Mind Sliver. Intelligence 15 save.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Battling my turn.
Tyndall.
Yeah, I think Tyndall's just gonna try Sacred Flame again. Dex save.
Got it. 13.
It fails. So it takes 14 radiant damage.
Woo! Is bloodied.
And that is my turn.
Very good. So then the spirit and Zil again. I would need the wisdom saves. This is passive damage from being
Ooh,
sprites
12.
being away at yours.
5.
Okay, that is 11 psychic damage. Then it's incapacitated.
Oh, and I need another con save against being poisoned.
Nice. 6.
It's poison.
Woohoo. That's really all it can do, and we're up to Siora.
Okay, gonna attempt to shoot it again with my longbow. 14.
No, bounces off of the bone.
Alright, second attack. Also not gonna hit. That's my turn.
All right. Bouncing. Skelly.
She's going to firebolt. 12 to hit, which misses, I think.
Yeah. Just
Then-
snuffs out.
The spirit is going to attack at advantage, I think. $23 to hit.
Yes.
12 slashing, and it's paralyzed.
Ooh. Very nice.
For a turn, I think. And then
Just from taking damage?
from undead spirit, because it's poisoned from the aura, and then
Yeah.
when it hits again, it
Perfect.
yeah. 1 second attack. If it hit, does it auto crit because of the paralyzed condition still?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. 14 slashing.
Nice.
Yep, that's your turn.
Am I still benefiting from the crit condition, or due to it being paralyzed? Do my
Yeah.
attack also crit? Okay.
Indeed. Zo, it's your turn.
Again, Zill just thinks it's all his mojo that's responsible for this, and so he's calling out like the equivalent of sutras or whatever from the Faith of the Luxon. First crit is going to be it's 20 magical slashing. Or wait, no, I have to still hit, right? I still have to make sure.
You still have to attack, yes.
Okay. Oh my god! I rolled 2 ones. It's incredible. It's in his zealotry. His faith burns even himself. That is incredible. Second attack will be a 23 to hit. So then this I roll auto
Yes.
your damage on. Okay. So funny. It's karma because I was just teasing Bobby and Julie in private chat. So that's 14 magical slashing.
Nice.
And that is his turn.
I like it. All right. Trying to cut this thing off. It's tough, even though it's paralyzed. Nazan.
Okay, Nassan will just move here. And he's going to do second level chromatic orb fire. It's 24 to hit,
That hits.
which makes it a crit, right?
I do believe it's only melee.
Only
It's
melee.
only within 5 feet.
Only within 5 feet is the crit.
Okay. But it's 22 fire damage.
That's its HP. How do you want to kill it?
It gets hit with the orb, and just slowly the fire starts to spread, consuming it. Good night. Hopefully you get to sleep now.
All right. It falls down. Deceased. And all seems to be quiet. Hope that's our music. What would you like to do?
Zill, while you're over there, pull the other lever.
somewhat petulantly, Zill's gonna kick whatever's left of the corpse and then go and yank that other lever.
Okay. And so the rest of the blades go down.
Just imagine Zill trying to pull the lever straight out instead of trying to flip the lever.
For sure. That's absolutely what he did. He probably tried to twist it first. And then, is the coffin totally exposed, Matt? If not, Zill-
Yeah,
Oh,
you put it open, and you can see that while this coffin does bear the name, actually Kavetta, you see the bottom of it is a rolling swirl of silvery purple energy.
Okay, Zill's gonna put the lid back on. He doesn't like that. He's gonna call out to the spellcasters. There's something you might want to look at over here.
Head over.
And Zill's gonna kind of like peek the lid up, just so you get enough of a glance.
I think Eldon should come look at it too.
What do you think, Tindall? Think it's a portal? Home?
Sure looks like the same kind of energy that brought us here. Never seen one of these portals myself, though, so. Well, other than being pulled here. So whether or not it's the one we're looking for, I don't know. Adeline, what do you think? Is this what we're looking for?
Odin looks. This does indeed appear to be a shard of dusk. This should take us back.
Looks like we've found what we're looking for. Skelly, if you're planning to come with us, it might be smart for you to disguise yourself at this point.
I guess I could try to make myself look like a humanoid. She'll cast disguise self on herself. And look like a normal human person.
Ugh.
Well.
Right. What does Skelly think a normal person looks like?
A mixture of everybody she sees here, because she has no idea. So probably like, I don't know, looking like a drow but without the pointy ears, and then I don't know, traits from everybody, maybe a beard.
Amazing.
Bugbear legs.
Mhm.
Bear legs. Rrr.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Well,
But last time we went through one of these crevice, we ended up in a pit surrounded by ghouls. Do we think we will return to a similar place?
I don't know.
probably to a cemetery. Hmm.
Maybe we have Skelly go first.
Me? Of course.
If it's a grave, she can just revert to her normal form, and that will be camouflage.
That sounds great. I would like to.
Remember,
meet.
remember the grave is the temple of the Raven Queen too.
Am I supposed to know her?
Oh, she's a goddess on our world, but I was just saying that so that people knew that that's sort of where we left, and we were sort of in the middle of investigating
Okay.
aggressively.
She's one of
Oh.
the worst gods, honestly.
Oh. But at any rate, I can go first. Skelly would jump into the portal.
Okay. See, Skelly jumps in and vanishes. What else do you want to do?
This
And
one's
it
gonna
will-
jump in.
Tenda will look up. Were you expecting her to communicate with us once she was through?
No, I just wanted to have an opportunity to talk without the necromantic apparition. Are we just going to journey on with this undead creature? We slay them by the hundreds in the dynasty. They are an invasion upon us, a plague on our peoples.
This one came to our aid. Not saying it's necessarily good, but it helped us when we needed help.
She rejected the holy symbol when offered.
Maybe she just needs time. Maybe you just need to keep working at it. Sometimes finding your way to the light is difficult.
Siora, what do you think?
I think Tyndall's right. She came to our aid, so until she gives us a reason, I think we should trust her.
Very well. Zil will jump in because he feels like he needs to be between his friends and this skeleton.
Okay. Brilliant.
Alonzi,
Yeah, jump through.
I shove Eldon through and then follow.
All right.
And then Skelly hits us all with a fireball when we get back. I'm just kidding.
Come out, and you are standing in a dug-in tomb in the side of the mountain overlooking Ank'Harel. The sun is up, showing the brilliant light in and around the city, the beautiful water that runs through the center, the light shining off the crystal cathedral itself, making the whole city almost rainbow. Where you are, you see there are no names carved onto the side of this mountain tomb, but there's a phrase: home again, to rest forever.
It's sad, no? These people never returned.
Hmm.
And Matt, do we get the impression that these crevices are stable? Like, theoretically, anyone could just wander up to one and pass through? Or did we need to have our special, like, Vecna connection to use them?
Well, there isn't a portal here. This is just where you've
Oh.
ended up.
This is just like the exit. Okay.
Yeah. So sense you get is wherever you come in, it just transports you to a corresponding spot in the other place, even though the other place might not have a portal.
Gotcha.
It more just kind of flips you in the worlds.
Well, do we return Eldon and sell all of our grave robbed goods, or
Well, we definitely need to take Eldon to the temple.
That would be good. What do you think?
Yes, it'll be good to have another witness.
Indeed.
and don't tell anyone that we consort with undead. You have to be discreet about our friend.
If that is what you desire.
When he says friend, he winks at the rest of the group. Really obviously.
There's I'll say Skelly, the one, the absolute not skeleton.
Yes, exactly.
Unless, is there another name you want to go by? Not skeleton?
Oh, sorry, I was just lost in the wonders of this world. It looks so pretty. Well, I don't know. I guess I like Skelly. How about
We,
just that?
we could call you Kelly. It's close to Skelly.
I would say yes, but I have
Kelly's
to
a fine name.
choose.
What about Laylis? Laylis is the most beautiful name.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I like that.
Zil looks really excited. Laylis, you will take this name?
Sure, why not?
Oh. This is a fortuitous sign, indeed.
There you go, Eldon. The name has been chosen.
Now, just make our way past the cultists and get to.
I like that. Maybe we'll say because we could have it as a little joke. Call her, like because I'm sure that like we can have a hint. These names are really good when they're ironic, like a hint of what could lie underneath. Layla's cringe.
I mean, sure, humanoids need the last name, right?
Yeah, Layla's cringe.
This is foulest of heresy. That
What? I'm sorry.
the Bright Queen's name is not to be mocked. She is first in dignity of all the gentle races. Layla's cringe. No.
Perhaps for now, just the first name.
Oh, yeah. All right. Then what would you like to do? You are looking out. You are about 3 levels above where the entrance to the Hexion was. You do notice a absence of all people wandering around, still doing visitations, but you don't see any priestly folk. No escorts anywhere.
Hmm.
Are they not doing escorts anymore? That's interesting.
We could always ask someone.
Or,
We should probably not ask them while we're inside, but probably give away the fact that we got here through some unexpected means.
Um, maybe that interruption caused some problems for them as well. Maybe they're not here anymore. Wouldn't that be lucky?
That would be fortunate.
Well, fortune has favored us. So. And Laylis is very convincing in her new form, and I'm sure she could explain why we need to be escorted. Or perhaps she can convincingly perform as someone who has fallen ill and suffers terrible amnesia. These are all avenues you could pursue.
Yeah, I'm great at explaining myself. Okay, I'm not, but that's fine, right?
Let's not worry about that till it comes up. How about that?
That sounds great.
Let's not add added pressure unless we need to. Let's walk casually fast out of here. Fastly casual out of here, one of those things.
Nothing strange about any of this.
You mean like we own the place?
Yeah,
That kind of walk?
yeah.
Okay. Where are we trying to get to?
I think ultimately our goal is to make our way to the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I'm wrong and somebody would like to correct me.
No, that's what I had in my mind.
All right. In that case, you are able to make it to the Noin Temple. Up to your contact, who is extremely glad to see you. He goes, it's been 3 days. We feared the worst.
That was a very short 3 days.
Fair.
Oh, different time for you. Where have you been?
I accidentally fell through a planar portal into the Shadowfell.
Mia begins to write this down.
And for us, it wasn't 3 days. It was, I don't know, less than a day for sure. Several hours?
See,
He might be able to explain to you a little more how it works. We found him. This is Eldon.
of course, it's good to see you alive. Thank you. Yes, it's not unusual for time to be out of sync in various planes. Time dilation is very common. So I see. Well, albeit the same, I am glad all of you are safe. And we have Eldon especially. These happenings are concerning. All of those, the tombs have left. Not one follower of the Dusk Maiden remains, at least that worked there. About a day after you left, people came and they were nowhere to be seen. We were able to look into the Helix, and You found a few slain. People who are missing. It seems what you said was correct, and before they left, those who were not freed were killed. But still, congratulations on a successful mission. And a new
We have
friend,
that
no
one guy's
doubt.
journal, right?
You do.
There's also this journal that talks about a ritual that they were doing to steal secrets.
Yes, that is what they wanted our leader for. To get the secrets of the leader of the Cobalt Soul would be detrimental.
Yes, they were in the process of trying to steal secrets from Eldon when we found him.
It worries me what they were able to get before we discovered them, but I'm glad they run out. Well, I am excited to inform you that your membership has been approved. In addition, given your efforts, I was able to get us notice into the halls of power here. The Hand of Orid and many others. And given that there was evidence that you all were gone, they had said some rewards should you return, especially now that you have returned Eldon in addition. And takes out a chest, and it is filled with gold. He goes, this title's about 9,000 gold. In addition, and kind of puts out a map of Ank'Harel, and several dots here. He goes, I have been authorized to let you pick dwellings, each of you, officially here at Ank'Harel, as a way to say thanks for running this place dry of this cult. And no worries, when you pick these places, let me know your benefactor, who would like to remain nameless as they are to you, will pay for construction and renovations to each of your dwellings.
That's quite generous.
That's what I was going to say.
Very good. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could look at them if you want, or you can, how you wish, just get me the information and what type of facilities you're looking. The gold should be enough to hire you some staff, if that is your desire. But welcome to the Cobalt Soul, my brothers and sisters.
It's an honor, thank you.
Yes.
I'm glad that we've proven ourselves. Retired.
Of
So,
course.
probably a good idea for us to go spend a night in the inn, think on what we're looking for in our dwellings, and
Yes, get everything together. I'll give you time to become acquainted and settled in the city, and you can expect to hear orders and requests in about 2 weeks' time.
understood.
Are we being bribed? Is this bribery? These gifts?
No, this is the reward for a job well done. You've taken a betrayer god's cult and destroyed it. You've done a great service. Of course, I would say there might be a expectation that this not be touted and told to many.
But part of my hope here is to win sufficient glory to earn myself the rights of consecution. And I...
This is for the Kryn dynasty, yes?
Hmm.
I will personally write a letter of merit to be sent. I will send it via teleportation.
You know, the city's very bright, but I am growing to like it. It's has very wonderful coffee and baked goods. And the home here, I mean, proximity to the baked goods could be
Good.
very wonderful.
But I will let your bright queen, yes? I will let her know.
Thank you.
Indeed. Anything else?
Just one clarification, Matt. We got a bunch when we got all that loot. I missed the amount on the helm. It was like 200 something gold.
Yeah, I think it was 230. Let me look. 280.
280. Julie was right.
All right, folks.
And myself saying that.
All right, you each get a bastion.
Ooh.
Time to figure out bastion mechanics again. We'll have to think on that for a while.
As long as mine is right next to Wizards of the Roast.
And I think one of the first things is really think of like what it looks like. Because remember, these can look like anything, you know, quote unquote, the mage towers or a rogue's hideout with a little criminal underground, or you know, all these types of things. You can really have some flavor here.
Bastion is your headquarters, Julie, kind of. Your home, your headquarters. Cool things to get to do with. I'll show you the rules. They're in the DMG.
And they can be shared.
Yes, you can
So
share.
like we can put them together and have one major headquarters with solid defense.
You could. So basically, you could choose to all live in the same section of the city. So to refer to the map of Ank'Harel. Or you could live various places within the city. And therefore have like a more spread out influence. But you basically assume there is an abandoned home or a home that is owned by the city that you are going to be deeded. And funny enough, even though you might just be you were tonight, Laylas the Skelly, you could canonically put up your place in Ank'Harel.
You guys can build a tomb in Corral. That would be awesome.
Your Tomb of the Tomb place where you live off to the side.
Tomb of the Tomb Raiders after we raided all that loot.
Yeah, I
Go
just walked around. I'm like, oh, okay, here. What do you think of this? Here, have this. What is this?
Okay, she's going to have a bookshop right next to the Wizards of the Roast that looks like a tomb.
Nice.
And what's it called?
I don't know.
Name to be entered here later.
Yes.
Very cool. No, it's been a little strange, but I think we might still need a break. So we'll go ahead and do said break and come back and take care of everything we need to.
Cool. Now I get to obsess over what my facilities look like.
Alrighty. You know, you give the family a few days of your time, and now everyone forgot how to do things by themselves. And you know how to do these things. You've done them for 2 years. 3 days I'm available. You know, I forget how to. Anyway. All right. Any thoughts on what this looks like in Ank'Harel?
Hey Matt, really quick before we get into, because we're trying to decide if we're going to sell everything, would like to identify the necklace.
Okay. Necklace of Adaptation.
Oh,
For the record, it did not include the necklace or the drift globe because they
Okay.
have prices on them.
well, I think we should keep a necklace of adaptation. I found them useful in the past.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for all the details from Laylas the Skelly, because that is going to be a new thing in Ank'Harel forever.
Oh, isn't that the best session to drop in?
Yes.
Oh. By the way, did you see that the Necromanicon basically locks by the way that you do it?
Yeah.
Very cool. Sorry. I really
Very
nerded out about putting that together. So.
Mhm. It's awesome.
All right. Yes, y'all tell me what you need to tell me. As I put out to you. If you're still talking or whatnot.
How do we determine the space, or does it? Are we getting that detailed?
How do you determine the what?
The space of the bastion.
Basically, what
Is it just what we spent?
Because it is what you what?
Is it what we spend?
So they have it already for you. So what would ever make sense?
Okay.
Ultimately. So probably like average. I would say whatever average in the Bastion thing is probably what your.
Yeah, it's got cramped, roomy, and vast.
Okay, so we'll do roomy.
Okay, which is 16 squares. Maximum area.
Well, that's for your facilities, and you get 2 facilities. If I'm
Yeah.
not missing something.
Yeah, you get a few basic facilities, and then you get your special facilities.
Yeah, 2 free basic facilities. One of them cramped, one of them roomy. And then you get 2, what do they call them? Special facilities.
Yeah. And so you'll get your 2 roomy for
Okay.
for free here, since you're being given these houses and estates via your achievement.
And you can, of course, add basic facilities, and that does have cost.
Yes. Yeah, so here kind of what everyone wants to do here, because the other thing during your weeks you would be able to do some Bastion actions here. You know what you wanted.
Anybody have an idea what they're doing? Sounds like Skelly, maybe.
Yeah, I heard Fire speak up, so I'll let her go first.
I think Skelly has built this really tiny bookshop shaped like, say, a tilted coffin. And then a sign on top that says, rattle and read.
Wallow and read.
Rattle and read.
Rattle and read.
Yes. And so there's this like door that leads inside. Inside there are many different shelves holding books and tomes and whatnot. And I think many skeletons just in different poses. Some standing, like sitting, doing different things. Like they are kind of frozen in the moment. And I don't think Skelly quite, or Layla's now, quite get how spooky it might be when a customer comes inside and just see one of these skeletons just starts to animate and start moving around and I guess act like she owns the place. Yeah, that's her little bookshop. I didn't really do any of the mechanics thing because it didn't really,
Sure, yeah, you can make your Zevivor cosmetic rattle and read. Is there a specialty of books that are there?
Books about different planes, the Shadowfell, and things like that. 'Cause she got really interested by the description of the Outlands back in the Shadowfell.
Okay, it becomes the place for other planar information. Rattle and read. It is in the Baloverse canon. That's what I'm writing right now. Oh. Multiplanar readings. Now you need to see if there's some multiplanar novels that were written that you were able to gather. Always gotta have some good ones. You give me some of those. But anyone else?
I'll say Zill has, just for flavor, started a bakery known as the Baker's Rise that is modeled after the Betrayer's Rise in Bazzoxan. So it's architecturally resembles this like kind of chitinous, dark, almost blackened steel that was used in the construction of the Betrayer's Rise. And it serves a local fare as well as some delicacies from back home that he's having imported. And functionally, though, it's going to be, could I say that it's just a an armory? Like a...
In
like
the Becker's Armory?
Yeah. Something that could, like, stock equipment for us? Or do I have to actually, like, have it resemble
It doesn't have to resemble it. You can look however you want.
yeah.
Put whatever mechanics in there that you would like.
So I'm flavoring it as a maybe that's the front. Maybe that's what Zill's learned. He's like, well, when people want to hide their businesses here, they front it as a bakery. And it's going to be in the River District. And yeah, he's modeling it after Old Man Crooks to a degree. And then he's also going to have the sanctuary facility feature. So he has a tiny little temple to the Lux, not really a temple. It's like an altar, I guess. But I'm trying to create that sanctuary charm, y'all, so I can cast Healing Word. Okay, I think that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so that's an armory with a bakery. Okay. Anything else?
mean, I think I'll go with the obvious, which is Wizard's Tower. Um, and I think the special facilities are going to be an arcane study. And I'm going to go with library.
Okay, so study and library.
And I think I'd like it to be someplace where it kind of overlooks the flowing water of the oasis.
All right.
And I'll figure out the rest of kind of how it looks.
Can you describe the different districts in Ank'Harel? Just kind of the general, like the Sigil district, is that the Temple district?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
so. Or the I don't like Sigil. No, not the Sigil district. It's what's the other one? One sec.
I know guided district was where all the temples and stuff were,
Yeah,
right?
guided district. That's the one that's the
Oh,
more
okay.
religious. Thank you. I was like trying to remember here.
Guided district is where the temples are. River district. Is it just scenery? It looks like it's got a giant park.
Yeah.
And where was the which district was the university district? That the I don't remember which one it was. Was it the Alluvium district or the Circlet Walk?
Here, let me get that. Sorry, I was trying to get the map going. I'll go over to this.
I think most of the schools are in the Sigil district. Crystal Chateau and the
Yeah.
that schoolhouse.
Okay.
I don't think we've been to the Alluvium district yet.
I don't think so either. I mean, we did that big tour of the city, so we probably made it over there. to
That's
some
true.
extent,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Okay, so the Alluvium district is residential sections. They're sites of clay strip mining, spacious plazas, and ore performances and artisan markets.
Okay. Sun Kapazar, I assume, is the merchants district.
Yes.
I assume the Ridge is probably the pretentious noble district. Just a guess.
It's industrial district.
Oh. All right.
That's where smithies, foundries, shipyards, and warehouses. So they build the flying ships.
Okay.
Like all above you, you see flying ships most of the day.
That makes sense. And then the Circlet Walk. More
residential, taverns, other places of commerce. So packed with buildings, it's customary for people to travel through the district by hopping from rooftop to rooftop rather than navigating the roads.
Interesting.
Cool.
Well, as much as I figured out, I think the Sigil District with the academies and stuff would be the place that Tyndall would set up. It's probably it's definitely going to be library centric, and we'll have a barracks in it too, which is kind of a bit weird, but the way it's going to be. Think about what that looks like aesthetically later when I have more time. But I'm imagining in the front there's probably a sign that says private investigator, currently busy. For later when he retires, he'll have that there to go, but or at least when he's in town, he might actually do some investigating. I'll figure out names and stuff later when I have time to be clever.
Nice. All right, what district are you thinking?
Oh, for mine, the Sigil District.
Nice. Perfect. So I think we're just missing Ciora.
I have no clue, other than I probably want to be near the artisan market.
Okay. Nice.
You don't want to be in the walk across the rooftops district?
No, I'm going to sell my wares. I can go there anytime I want.
Fair enough.
So you're looking to sell wares?
Well, I have glass blowers tools, so I will be
Okay.
using those to make things and sell them in the artisan market.
Okay.
Isn't that where I would go?
You know, the place you selected is fine. I'm just trying to help you look at facilities because I know you're not familiar with bastions. So with special facilities, you might want to consider workshop and storehouse if you're just looking to like make stuff and sell it.
No, I want more than that. I don't know everything I want or need. This is all new to me, so I need a little time to think about it.
Okay.
Very good. So, is there what changes do you feel like kind of happens because of your bastions that you've put here?
So I
Go ahead. Sorry, Bobby.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was waiting for you to go, and then I interrupted you.
Okay, no.
Okay.
That's fine. I think that on the tower is a symbol of his den, and so I think that maybe one of the things that happens is perhaps people start to learn more things about the Kryn dynasty and sort of the people. Maybe that's sort of what I was thinking.
Okay. So it would be a thing of the Kryn dynasty.
Yeah, so he would consider it an extension of the Kryn dynasty, as it represents his den.
Okay. Oh, I see. So I kind of your den here,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. Nice.
And maybe a little bit more Dunamancy might be introduced to the magic here, maybe,
Okay.
as he kind of gets involved in community, or maybe trades spells with people.
Makes sense.
He trades for some area of effect spells, maybe.
I can see that. It's 2 weeks here.
Zill is attracting people with wonderful baked goods. He is finding a lot of success with pastry that includes the grilled yuyo, this like vegetable that grows in Rosanna's subterranean gardens. It's like usually spiced and served with rice inside of a little like puff pastry. And so people come for the food, and then he goes way too hard on the religious zealotry, and he's proselytizing real hard. I think, in fact, the little pastries have, they're like the equivalent of a fortune cookie, so there's a little bit of like scripture inside that each person gets. And very conspicuously, there's no evidence of his den's iconography anywhere. Because he's actually very ashamed to be a member of Den Deer, because they actually worship Zalakas instead of the Luxon outright. And so this is his
Ooh.
opportunity to like step out from under the shadow of his den and present a new face of, uncompromising religious purity. I don't know how successful he's been at recruiting folks, at converting folks, but he is running a successful bakery at this point, I'll say. He's probably bothering Nazan quite a bit with questions about how to like more successfully proselytize.
Nice. How can I get them to convert better? Very nice. Didn't anything else?
For Tyndall's part, in the lines of the knowing mentor wanting to spread information and get people to know more, I think it would actually almost function as a sort of school or training ground to some extent, trying to pass along some of that knowledge. Maybe with a focus, certainly with a focus on incorporating the knowing mentors religious presence a little bit more. I don't know how widely known it is that the Cobalt Soul is. I guess it's pretty clear that they're a religious order of the knowing mentor, but Thinking in terms of being a little more open about it, and like it's there to be a library for general use, not just. So maybe an uptick in literacy rates.
Okay, so just you're out there more to make sure people know how to read. You make sure it's better, more of a skill.
Yeah.
Very nice. Perfect.
And from Siora's glasswork, the potion bottles in that district of Ancarel are the finest in the world.
Nice. Very cool. Alrighty. Very cool. I would say then any downtime shenanigans outside the layer actions, because we'll probably wait for those just because we'll get when Julie knows all her stuff next week. Because we're getting kind of towards the end here.
Zill's definitely fighting in that gladiator pit.
Oh, the Gods Brawl.
Yeah.
That's a Gods Brawl. There's this different. The whatever it is.
Whatever
Gods
that
Brawl
was
is the other city.
You dangled it in front of us, and we walked right by it. And I'm like, nah, Zill's definitely going back.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think that for sure Nazan is watching Zill do that. And then taking time to kind of get to know the city better, like wandering and finding his way around.
Okay.
I think
Yes.
Tyndall is. I think Tyndall is probably, while he's in town, taking on smaller investigation jobs where people are trying to figure stuff out. Maybe occasionally bumping into the Hand of Ord, trying to help them out if he can.
Okay. I like
Share
that.
his observations and deductions.
He's found 6 cats this week.
Nice. I love it. Then how's Layla's assimilating?
I think she finds everything wonderful. She's just trying to learn a bit more about the entire world. And she visits the Cobalt Soul sometimes. I think she has visited various temples because Zill has gotten her very interested in the religious practices. I don't know how the Temple of the Dust Maven would take her, but I mean, she is not really aware of all the intricacies when she did that.
So funny enough, there's no one there. And given your ability and your pull at this point, if you wanted, you would be the one who would be there to develop and start to be in charge of it.
Oh, please take it over. Come on.
Oh yeah, sure. Layla's will be not. I mean, like she doesn't even know who the Dust Maven is, but she's like, "Oh, this is a cool temple, so let's help out."
So as you run that business, you're also given charge of the tombs here.
And every time somebody shakes your hand, they freak out a little bit. Because they feel the bones, but not the hand.
Yep.
Matt, if there's time, Nazan would also try and gather a couple of people to try and free the water elemental that's been trapped forever.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that you would be able to undo the bindings here.
Cool. I mean, I still don't tell him that we're responsible for killing his friends, but I do set him free.
Indeed, and that they are very, very grateful. I think here, and let's go see here. We'll do a complications roll, and indeed, Though you come out very wet, it is. They actually, for the moment, are inhabiting peacefully the waterways, and as they decide what exactly they want to do, which means at some point y'all could ask them for a favor if you so desire.
Did he get his clock book back together?
Yes, he was able to get that. Very happy. As different workers help that go, and that's kind of where he comes. There's placed by the side of the river. And as it chimes, they say the water rises as he celebrates.
Nice.
All right. I think with that, we will end for tonight and come back for everything next week as you are some good Uncorellians.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
We lived.